And we're here with my guy, Derrick DJ Johnson, 4-time Pro Bowler, multiple-time All-Pro. You know what, DJ? I'm already getting losing my breath trying to list all your accolades. So anybody don't know about DJ Derrick Johnson, go ahead, Google him. I promise you, you will definitely be impressed. So, DJ, my man, how's everything going on down there? Hope you and your family are staying safe in this pandemic.
We are, man. I appreciate the introduction, Stan, man. You know, I had to get fly for you, man. Every time I see Stan, the man, he can't hide that money. So you know what? I had to put on my best real quick, man. But I'm doing good. Just chilling with the family, quarantining, and just trying to stay safe, man.
I get it, man. Happy for you. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in. You being a long-time Chief, one of the longest tenured players in organization history. I know obviously you weren't on the roster at the time, but you were down there in Miami, just like a lot of us were, to see the Chiefs go ahead and get back to the mountaintop, their first championship since 1970. Go ahead and talk about what that meant to you as a player, somebody who's been a part of that organization for so long, just for the organization, for the community of Kansas City, and for Andy Reid finally getting that elusive ring that has been so hard to get for him so long in his career, and in my opinion, putting the exclamation point on his resume.
Definitely, that is definitely true, man. Being a Chief for 13 years, I tell you what, it's nothing like seeing that sea of red in the Super Bowl in Miami. I mean, I played there for 13 years, and I tell you, man, it's been a long time coming. I've been on some teams that wasn't good enough, and I've been on some teams that were pretty good. And to actually see them come to fruition and all the sweat, blood, and tears that we put into it, and I do feel like I was part of the building block to get into the Super Bowl, because I was there for so many years, and I know the players that are still on the team. But I'll tell you what, the person I'm really excited, other than for the player, the person I'm really excited about is Andy Reid, man. I mean, Andy Reid putting that exclamation point on his Hall of Fame career to do it. And he's such a great guy. You know, you root for guys who are really good guys. So.
And, you know, speaking of Andy, it also goes to what I've heard out of Michael Jordan and one of my other favorite players of all time, Shaquille O'Neal, where they speak to a loss or something that was a setback in their career that they actually felt pushed them forward and turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Is there a moment in your career that you felt at the time may have been a setback, but it could have been something that pushed you forward to actually make you that multiple-time Pro Bowler, all-time leader in tackles in Chiefs history, that you can actually pick on, and that you can go ahead and say that, you know what, this was the moment right here that I think really changed things for me?
That's a good question. You know, man, everybody in life, we go through adversity. And if you can push through something that doesn't favor you, you can have a lot of success. And there was a moment when I was in Kansas City, even though I had a 13-year career there, there was a moment after I was in my 5th season, and Todd Haley, he came in, and he was your coach too, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so you know about Todd, but Todd came in and shook some things up, and he didn't really know me, and I got benched as soon as he came in my 5th year in the league. I'm a first-round pick, never been through any kind of real adversity in my life. I'm 27 years old, and I'm like, man, I have to sit back and watch other guys who I think I'm better than at that time. But you know what? During that year, I grew so much, man, mentally, physically, spiritually. I mean, it's one of those things where when you go through something, adversity, it kind of reveals who you are. If you can, you can get over that hump, you can do some great things. And I tell you what, after that 5th year in the NFL being benched, I made Pro Bowl status or some kind of All-Pro status every year after that year. And that just tells you that I was on a mission, and I needed that to happen at that time.
And it's funny you mentioned that, because I remember back then in 2009, I believe that the last game of the season, you had 2 picks to the house, I think against the Denver Broncos. Then 2010, we all get tendered because of that uncapped year or whatever. Then 2011, you make the Pro Bowl. Then it's like boom, 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 so forth. So you and I got a lot of similarities between. We got 2005 draft classmates, 05 combine roommates.
Yeah, roommates.
One other similarity that we share is that we both know what it's like to be with an organization for a lot of years and then sign with the enemy. Me, Oakland Raiders to the Kansas City Chiefs, you vice versa, Kansas City Chiefs to the Oakland Raiders. Go ahead and talk about that transition and how fans perceived you from Kansas City going to the Oakland Raiders, going from middle America where it's all about barbecue, Southern cooking, Southern hospitality, then to California cool, Bay Area. I know you know the Oakland Raiders, that's a different organization. And then Andy Reid being so jovial, so nice, upbeat to a more of a personality, and a John Gruden who's in your face, he's more brash. Go ahead and talk about that transition going from the middle America to the Bay Area.
It was definitely two opposite, I'll tell you that. But man, I had a great time in Kansas City for 13 years, and I tell you what, to go to the arch rivals or to enemy's territory, I would say at that time, going to the Raiders, it was different. I mean, it was a lot of Chiefs fans that they didn't like that, and I understand. I really do understand as a fan that you don't like that. But at the same time, as a player, as you know, you want to play. You want to play the game. You're in love with the game, and it's another opportunity to show that you can play the game. So John Gruden, in my 14th years, and I always appreciate this for him, bringing me on board, saying, hey, to help us, my first year, he wanted a lot of veterans in there, and I was one of those guys to get in there. And we didn't do much, I'll tell you that, but at the same time, it gave me enough leeway to say, okay, I don't have what I thought I had, because at the time, it's a weird situation because I'm coming from Kansas City, had all this success, and I'm in my 14th year, so I'm at the end of my wits. And the most frustrating part of being in Oakland, I love Oakland, by the way. I mean, weather was great. We was in for training camp. I mean, I'm like, man, this is the good life. But physically on the field, I was more frustrated because I didn't quite have what I used to have. And when you have success for a while, like I have, it's kind of hard to accept. Like, man, I can't consistently make the plays I used to make. Mentally, I know everything. I know where the ball's going. I know all the anticipation, but I just can't physically get there like I used to. And that was the frustrating part. But I tell you what, going to Oakland, it definitely helped ease my mind, saying, okay, this is the end of the road for my career.
I get it. And that's true that everybody that plays in this league, there's going to come a moment where you no longer can do it anymore. Or your boss is simply going to tell you, don't come to work anymore. So that's something that we all go through. So speaking of, like you said, of that, you and I both have experienced that. We both have had to walk away from the game. Talk about the transition from you going from being basically part-time family man, you're in Kansas City or you're in Oakland half the year, to now being down in Texas where you're there all the time. You're now a 24/7 family man. Speak to that as far as the transition and how that's been.
It's been good. I actually feel kind of weird about it because I like it a lot. Like, this is my first year being out, but I'm really enjoying not having that pressure. As you know, as a player, it's a lot of pressure.
Yes.
To work and having to perform at a high level on and off the field. I mean, to do it for so many years, when I was in it, I loved it. Now I'm out of it. It's an ease, it's a peacefulness, a joyful that I don't have to be in that I guess that lion's den, because it's definitely a lion's den. And even though I had a lot of success at it, I'm enjoying it, man. I got five boys.
You got to start 5 out there.
Yeah, I'm down in Austin. Alumni of University of Texas, and this is if you're a Longhorn, you know you got to be.
Oh yes, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, when I stopped playing, at the first part of it, I was a little bit like a fish out of water. I was just kind of floundering around, and it took me a couple of years to actually find my next passion. And obviously that was in real estate. Now I coach high school football out here in Houston, Texas. And then also, now you see me in this broadcasting world as well. Yeah. Exactly how do you think that journey has been for you finding your next passion or what you want to do next in your second life?
That's a good question, man. And we all go through that. You know that we all go through that. And some players it's harder than others. But in my case, I'm gonna take a little time off for a couple years, just so I can give some time back to my kiddos. I got kids from that range from 1 year old to 12 years old. So I got 5 boys in there that this is a pivotal part in their life that I need to be there for them. And I tell you what, my passion is football and just being a coach of the game, the mental part of the game. I wish I could just go and be a coach right now. There's a lot of offers on the table that I can go coach and jump into that game. But I tell you what, man, coaching, as you know, coaching is a lot of time.
It's demanding. It's very demanding.
Goodness, it's so demanding. But I can't commit to that time right now. But I tell you what, when I'm watching football all the time, or even mentoring high school guys, college guys, and NFL guys, because they respect what I've done in the league, and I don't think that for granted. And being in the NFL, we're a role model. We like it or not, people look up to us. So I'm trying to do the right thing, and just trying to get the guys' mind right mentally, especially young guys coming into the NFL. Man, I don't know if this is your question or not, but young guys coming into the NFL. I'm real passionate about letting them know mentally they have to be smart, man. You have to make plays, and certain things happening, especially on defense side of the ball. You got to know what you're doing, man. You got to know what you're doing so you can start anticipating and watching film and just, killing it mentally, because physically we all can run, jump. We can't run 4.2s like you, but we can run, jump, and we're strong and stuff like that. So the mental edge that you can prepare for and get ready, you can make a lot of plays and make a lot of money in this league.
Yes, you can. Now, so funny that you talk about mentoring the young guys from high school to college to pro. We got the NFL draft coming up real soon. So let's go and imagine that, let's say that team down in Austin, the Longhorns, has a USA Today Parade All-American high school guy, goes there, he wins the Nagurski Award, wins the Dick Butkus Award. Let's say he's about to go pick number 15 in the draft. You know what I'm talking about. What would be your advice that you would give to him, not only on the field, like what you just said, but just from a broad standpoint about life in general, entering this league, like what you said the Lions did?
The first thing I would say is take it all in, especially the draft. Sometimes I look at the draft when I was coming out, and I got so consumed with everything, with talking to coaches and trying to impress this guy or talk, just trying to make yourself look better to certain teams and whatnot. And it's a natural thing, but I tell you what, just enjoy the process, man. This is you never be drafted before. You'll never get drafted again. So enjoy that process. Enjoy going to talk to coaches and experiencing this. And it doesn't matter where you go. This is definitely what I want to let them know. It doesn't matter where you go. If you're a first round, second round, third round, whatever, it doesn't matter what pick you go to. When you get picked up by a team and you go to that team, people don't care about that if you're a first or second round pick no more.
Very true.
I'm telling you, they don't care about that. They want to see you make plays, and you've seen it. When you see a guy make a play, and they say, "Man, he's a sixth rounder." It's like, okay, it is what it is.
Don't matter.
It is what it is. So it's I would definitely say just be a student of the game, man. Be a student of the game. Take care of your body, and just stay prayed up, man, and stay humble, because this league is a league with a lot of notoriety. It's just a lot that comes with being an NFL football player.
And it will humble you real fast, no question. All right, last question, DJ. Best memory, high school, college, professional, it don't matter. Best memory on the football field.
Best memory. I got. Let's see. Let's go.
I know you got a lot of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go each one. I'm gonna go. Let's go high school. 30 tackle game against John Tyler. Really good team, East Texas team, and I had 30 tackles. They probably ran the ball 50 times, but I was on 30 of those tackles. And then let's go college. I was BCS game, going to that Rose Bowl, winning against Michigan.
I remember.
Second or third in the country. And the next year, I wasn't there, but, Vince and them finally got it done and won the championship. And then I would go to the league. My memory in the league, the biggest one would have to be getting being an all-time leading tackler in Chiefs history, man. I mean, that's just a testament on not I didn't set that goal when I first got there. And now it's okay to set goals. I tell kids all the time, it's okay to write down stuff, but it's all about right now. Like, what are you doing right now to be the best player you can be right now? Don't look too far ahead, because sometimes you look too far ahead. I've seen plenty of guys come in the league and they're like, man, I'm about to get the most tackles, or I'm about to get the most sacks ever. And I'm like, dude, you just play right now. Like, get on the field right now, handle up, and stack years and years, and then eventually you'll get what you want.
Love it, man. DJ, much love. Appreciate you coming on. Once again, Derrick Johnson, all-time leader in tackles, Chiefs history, 4-time Pro Bowler. I definitely know that they're going to put you in the Ring of Honor. If they haven't already, they need to quickly. My man, DJ, appreciate you coming on, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir. Be good. Thank you.
All right, my brother.